Welcome to the Mobile Youth Show, everyone. I'm your host, Freddie Benjamin. I'm running solo today. And today I want to talk about education for young people in emerging markets and what role does mobile have in it. Now, there are 100 million children around the world who should be in first grade but have no access to schooling. But with mobile technology and the creativity of these kids, there is hope. Now, earlier this year, MIT's OLPC, that's one laptop per child, dropped off closed boxes containing tablets outside two isolated rural villages in Ethiopia. Each village had about 20 children who should have been attending schools. Now, due to the lack of education, these kids have never seen alphabets or any printed material for that matter. So what happens when they are given tablets preloaded with education software and apps, but no supervision at all? Now, within 15 minutes, kids figured out how to power it on. Within 5 days, they were using 47 apps per child per day. In 2 weeks, they were singing the ABC song, and in 5 months, they had hacked the Android software to re-enable the camera that had been disabled. Now, the OLPC software, it does not allow its users from customizing their tablets, but the kids found a way around it and customized their tablets. Each kid's tablet looked different. So what does this all mean? Well, it challenges the traditional definitions of learning and education that we have. Going to school and owning books, notebooks, pencils, and pens, that's not education anymore. The tools have changed. A mobile device with the right content is just as effective in teaching young kids. And this is great news for development organizations out there because it costs a whole lot less to distribute tablets than to build schools and get the books, hire the teachers, and keep the whole thing running. And this approach also solves to some extent the biggest problem education in emerging economies face, which is lack of teachers. If the built-in software is good enough to get rural kids to learn basic literacy, it becomes much easier to then get them to the next level through already established institutes in the cities. What these kids lacked was access to the education material. One had to go in and build a school to get the teachers, get the books, and then the kids could finally start learning. But it does not have to be like that anymore. And while this may be something new to many, it has been done before successfully by a professor of education technology in India, Sugata Mitra. In 1999, he started an experiment called Hole in the Wall in the slums of Delhi. It was quite literally a hole in the wall through which the slum kids could access a computer which was hooked up to the internet. With no prior experience and no guidance at all, the slum kids learned how to use the computer in addition to learning basic English as well. And they were Googling things. Sugata Mitra calls this form of learning minimally invasive education. That is, the kids are provided very little guidance. They learn all by themselves, at least the basics. So why is it important then? Well, young kids can't wait for every development organization to reach their villages and build schools. We need a solution that is not only cost-effective and timely, but will also prepare the kids for a future in which mobile technology plays a key role. And what better way to approach this problem than to the point of view of using mobile as an essential tool in educating the kids in remote rural villages of Asia, Latin America, and Africa. Well, that is all the time we have for today. Join us again tomorrow for new insights from the Mobile Youth Show.